Hey, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here, hopefully your favorite official content creator for the First Descendant, and today I'm here to show you how to beat the Hanged Man. So, many of you have trouble with this, I know, his mechanic sucks. The Hanged Man has an insta-kill based on, you know, the central device in the center of the map, you'll see it later anyway, but the central device has a hypercube, right? And when all the tubes fill up, he will insta-kill everyone on the map. So somebody, when the tubes are almost filling up to full, somebody has to take the hypercube and run with it. They must be holding it in their hands. Then the other three people have to shoot the gun in his mouth, blow it up, and that will cause him to stagger, and the tubes will go down slightly. You have to do it about twice to get the best effect, but after you do that, and the person must be holding the hypercube, you know, and running with it, all right, when you do that, then you'll be able to place the hypercube back, the tubes will be back down at the bottom. You'll see that in the combat video, and then basically you just wipe him out, all right? So, how do you actually beat the Hanged Man like this? What do you actually need? Well, I really recommend Freyna, okay? So let's get into the build real quick. In fact, I know many of you have asked me for Freyna build. You're probably going to see something very similar to this for the Freyna build video, but more in depth. Either way, what I'm going to show you guys here is what you need, so let's get into that, okay? Okay, so when it comes to this, I'm going to remove my cam so I can describe this in better detail for you. Where my cam at? Where my cam at? There it is. Okay. For your reactor, please get a level 100 reactor. You can do this because after unlocking the Hanged Man, before you beat the Hanged Man, you can still go into hard mode. So go into hard mode, get yourself a level 100 toxic reactor. That's what you need for Freyna, all right? External components, defense, 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 defense. All right, that's what you need. That's how I have 50,000 defense right here. It's a bit overkill, but it's fine. I don't bring any electric resistance because it's kind of pointless at this point. All right, that's what you need for your external components and your reactor. In terms of your weapons, I really recommend the Tamer. Make sure that your weapons have toxic enchantment, toxic gun barrel, you know, all this kind of stuff. If your Tamer has at least one catalyst slot, which I put into my Tamer, you can fit all this in and it'll make your life a lot easier. But if you don't, that's okay. All right. But the Tamer is really best for your primary. Second one, if you can get Nazastra's Devotion, you don't have to specifically have this, but it's really good to have because it does a lot of damage and it really helps you out. So this is what I've got. Once again, toxic enchantment, and I didn't have toxic gun barrel, so I put in poison priority, but ideal is to have toxic gun barrel. So, you know, if you don't have that yet, go grab it. Okay, so this is what you'll need. Other than that, I have a sniper rifle because and here you want toxic again. I accidentally went in with chill, but if you see in the combat demonstration, I don't use the sniper at all. It can be a little bit tough to hit the gun barrel with the sniper, and you have to kind of hope for a crit. So I prefer to use my Tamer for the barrel in his mouth because you get a very short time window. It's best to spam it down. All right. So this is what I've got for my weapons. Last but not least, here's the Descendant stuff. What you're going to need, very simple. All right. Crucial thing, defense, hit points. You guys should know this by now. If you can max out your Toxic Master, you don't need any electric resistance. All right. At this stage in the game, assuming you've got good components, all right, excuse me, good external components, you don't actually need any electric resistance. It's not going to help you all that much. But if you really do need it, take out Spear and Shield, take out Battle of Stamina, all right? Electric Antibody right here. Try to get 15 points. You don't really need HP Collector as well. You can take that out. But you need Nimble Fingers, Toxic Master, increased defense, increased hit points. So these four are crucial. The rest are accessories, all right? But yeah, if you really need to put in Electric Antibody, you can, all right? I did not, but that's okay. If you want to see what I have, well, this is pretty much an early look at the Freyna F2P build. But yeah, the crucial thing is these four, okay? Increased defense, Toxic Master, Nimble Fingers, increased hit points. The rest is just extra. Okay, once you have all this, you're good to go. Now, you understand the weapon build, you understand the Descendant build, you understand the external components and Reactor, all in about 4 minutes. The fighting, that's where this thing gets complex. Okay, so pay close attention to the combat demonstration section of the video. I know many of you come to these videos, all right, and you just watch the build and you go in and do it. Please, you cannot do this with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man has mechanics, all right? The Hanged Man is the last wall in the normal bosses, and it teaches you about mechanics because later hard mode bosses all have their own mechanics, or so I've heard. I'll be testing them out as I go along and, of course, producing the guides. But please do take note that mechanics are important. And the Hanged Man is the first one that really tests this for you. So please do take a look at the combat demonstration. I cannot emphasize that enough. The build alone is not going to help you on this one, all right? So please, if you get the opportunity, watch the full fight. It'll help you out. All right. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right. Don't forget to register your support if you haven't already, especially if you think I'm worthwhile as a content creator. Hit that link in the description. Register your support. It's free. All right. Enjoy the combat demonstration. I'm going to see y'all on the next video. Okay. Video cut time. Okay, ladies and gents, going to film a Hanged Man fight. Now, this guy has got some pretty interesting mechanics, so let's go. I've got two assistants here to help me, which is Star and BVS. All right. AKA the people that I bully number 1 and people that I bully number 2. Ain't that right? Thank you, my dear friends, for helping me out. So, like I said, this guy's got interesting mechanics, and one thing you need to understand is that you will most likely have stuff that is level 100 and fully upgraded before fighting him. The main thing is that he's got an insta-kill mechanic, which you need to avoid, and to do that, you have to pull out the hypercube in the center of the map by 8 minutes and 10 seconds. So we'll try and demonstrate this principle. Sometimes if you get a good team, though, you can kill him before even then. Either way, we'll show you. Alright. So when the fight starts, Freyna will ult immediately and start blasting him. He's weak to toxic damage, but you also want to come down to around here. Why? This area is the best for when he comes down. Now the hypercube runner, if we get a chance to show you, will run around this edge of the map as well. Not the top edge, but around here. Alright. Try to go for weak spots if possible. Alright. Aim for his weak spots and start blasting. Your Tamer is your best friend here. Right, use and abuse this gun. But you want to save about 200 rounds in there if you can. You want to save about 200 rounds for his next phase. So now, when he does this, hide behind cover. Okay, those electro balls will hurt a lot. So this is where we use cover, and you can also take out some of these. If they end up dropping general rounds, that's really good. If you've got Enzo, you don't have to worry about rounds too much, but yeah. Ideally, you want to fill up your ammo. All right, now's the time. And go for his weak points if you can. Okay, it's 8 minutes and 40 seconds now. This dude is getting ready for his big moment. Okay. Excuse me. Now, the runner will have to pull out the hypercube. Who's the runner? Anyone who can evade lightning. So, Kyle, if you please.
Going now.
Yep, so Kyle will go in, run in now. Watch him. He's gonna pull out the hypercube. Alright, he has to hold the hypercube and run. During this time, this thing goes berserk. Once it goes berserk, alright, there'll be a gun in its mouth that you need to shoot. So wait till it gets into its charging phase, and once it starts charging the gun, you gotta blast it. If you blast it with enough damage while holding the hypercube, the tubes in the center will go down. Now, somebody dropped the hypercube there, so we'll have to do it again. Yeah, so the runner must not drop the hypercube no matter what. Okay. Alright, I hope you're holding it. We almost got enough damage. We failed. So if you fail to get enough damage, then you'll get killed like that. So when this thing happens, all you can do is run. Okay. Yeah, but now you're dead. Why did you drop the cube though the first time?
You got hit by lightning and dropped it.
You only drop it if you go down, but doesn't matter. All right.
I got stunned.
All right. Either way, your runner must know their job. If your runner doesn't know the job, it's they're done. But anyway, you have to keep running because there's no choice. We're not in position yet. Okay. Wait until you get a good opportunity. When he starts charging up and does that. Okay. That's the only time you can start shooting. So blast it in the mouth and pray that you deal enough damage. Okay, there we go. It wasn't enough, so it has to be done one more time, unfortunately. Okay. We'll come and get you. So you can end up in a bit of a death loop if you get stuck in a situation like this. So make sure your runner is decent and knows what they're doing. All right, go. Now this angle is bad, so he's gonna have to keep running. Star, try to avoid following him because you might get hit by lightning in his wake. All right. He's going, he's going, he's going. All right. Strafing. Here we go. And bang. Okay, now, see the tubes down the center? The red juice is almost done. Okay, Cal's gonna put that back. As soon as he puts it back. All right, this thing will unenrage. Once it unenrages, Freyna's ult again. And then there you go. This is the easiest methodology to actually take out the Hangman. All right. Now everybody just blast him and you win. As long as you can avoid the insta-kill, you're good to go. There he goes, Hangman beaten. So if you want to beat the Hangman, this is literally the easiest way to do it. No difficulty, no problems, no sweat. But the one who has to sweat is your runner. So make sure you have a good runner. All right, with random teams, it's a lot harder, but usually somebody will be decent enough to run. All right, and if nobody's decent enough to run, you gotta run. All right, just remember that. Okay, thank you so much, BVS and Star, for participating in that.
Sorry for sucking.
No, you did good. You showed the random situation.
He showed what not to do.
You showed what not to do.
I'm going to get you, Star.
All right, back to Albion. Everybody good? Okay.
Because I have nothing to amorphize.
All right. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, don't forget to register your support if you enjoy the content. More guides coming soon. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one.